What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tay, running it up, and let me see. Alright, I think we good. But we got NBA 2K complete, or NBA 2K25 complete gameplay breakdown. Now, I already seen a lot of things they added. I know they got like the 2K16 part, I think, 2K15 or something like that for the for like this my team triple threat thing. That looks pretty fun, and I think you can play with your friends too. But yeah, that's pretty much all I seen. I didn't see too much animations and stuff. I seen the shot meter. Yeah, not that much stuff. So we gonna see what Joe Knows got for us.
We've got the new dribbling system, including speed boosting. We've got the new go-to shots that can lead to some insane system, including speed boosting. We've got the new go-to shots.
That's tough. That's actually tough.
That can lead to some insane greens. We've got the shot rating you need to green consistently. We've got the mid-range game covered for all you midi magicians out there. We've got the new rhythm shooting system. And for all you slashers, we've got a D magicians out there. We've got
Curry's jumper looks better, bruh. It was so like delayed.
The new rhythm shooting system. And for all you slashers, we've got a detailed meter dunking breakdown. Okay. Rhythm shooting system. And for all
about the meter.
All you slashers,
like a little circle, like it was like a tiny little circle.
We've got a
detailed, just like the arrow. That's tough.
Detailed meter dunking breakdown. We're gonna cover the all-new shot contest system, and for all the centers, we cover the standing dunks and the paint mash. We've got Devin Booker floaters. We've got scoopers. Everything you need to know about layups. We've got everything from paint defense to perimeter bumps to bump steals. Lockdown, stay tuned. Okay. Of course, we're gonna break down post scoring, and spoiler alert, it's really good again.
Why? Why? I was so happy that the post scorers were gone, bruh. Now should be 7'3" post scorers just taking it up the whole time, bro. Like, oh my gosh, 99% coverage, all that. Again, bro. I like how instead of like
we're gonna break down post scoring, and spoiler alert, it's really good again.
But I like how instead of like 99% smothered, 100% smothered, it says like tight coverage, like lightly covered or something.
We've got ankle breakers, blowout dribbles, Patty Mills jump shot. Everything you want to know about NBA 2K25 is in this video. Drop a
Bro, LeBron's go-to shot is tough. That's actually tough.
like. Let's get it to 10,000 likes. And
bro, I'm not gonna lie. These animations been making the game seem crazy to me, bro. Y'all are definitely getting some gameplay on it.
Let's get into it. And let's talk about dribbling. Okay, there was a lot of things floating around the internet about how you could not speed boost on this game. I don't know. Listen, y'all gotta be careful who y'all talk to. You can speed boost on 2K25, okay? Let's chill. You can speed boost, okay? Was it different? Absolutely. Is it gonna take us a little while to figure out how to speed boost out of every single move on the game? Of course.
Bro, as soon as I get the game, I'm literally gonna go to dribble tutorials, bro. I don't care.
Just like 2K24, the beginning of the game, nobody could speed boost out of stuff. People were spamming Magic Johnson crossover for like 2 months, right? It took us a while. People thought you had to have Kyrie Irving dribble style to speed boost. And then we realized, okay, you got to do a hezzy out of each dribble move, and then you can burst cleanly. It's going to be something like that along the lines for 25 as well. We just got to find the sauce. People like Young Dirk and Koza were doing a lot more dribble labbing than me. I just tested it a little bit. I speed boosted with De'Aaron Fox, with John Morant, with LeBron James.
Yeah, I was about to say, I see the speed
for those of you that were also wondering, LeBron hotback is back. Yeah, you still get the big hotback. And for the small guards, I mean, Chris Paul's got the same thing. So LeBron hotback is back. You're going to be doing it. The combos, the quick...
That's so weird. It's so weird seeing Chris Paul on the Spurs.
LeBron's hot back is back. You're gonna be doing it.
That seems about to be crazy, bro. Oh my, like in 2K especially, bro. You have Wemby and Chris Paul. That's tough. Lob City finna be back.
The combos, the quick little combos that like Steph Curry has to like dance behind the screen, and John Morant right there to like get into the mid range. They felt pretty smooth, pretty clean. I lapped up a little bit. You know, you could spam like the jog.
No.
Range. They felt pretty smooth, pretty clean. I
Not this
lapped up
again.
a little bit. You know, you could spam.
No. Why? Bro, my Bill's gonna have to have like a 90 perimeter defense now, bro.
The jaw aggressive.
Why, man? Bro, the dribble gods are back. The dribble gods are back, bro.
Combo breakdown.
Oh my, bro.
And I chained together some decent.
Actually, let me stop complaining, bro. This might be a good game. Cause 2K22 current gen, to me, that was a good game. 2K21 was a good game, current gen. Yeah, and there was dribble gods in those. So
little moves. In my opinion, the big players almost moved better than the small players. But like, look at, I'm speed boosting with De'Aaron Fox, like no problem. And this was me labbing for like 5 to 10 minutes, you know. So
yeah.
that whole thing, people were tweeting, oh, there's no speed boosting.
Really mess with like the new green.
What these people? I don't know if they played the same game as me, but you see the cross launch on the crossover right there.
Bro, this game is getting super realistic, bro. Like, I know how people were saying like the more realistic, the worse the game gets. But bro, they have all these animations, all these like, bro, like I don't know, bro. The game's gonna take a little to get used to, but this might be a really good game, bro. Especially since NCAA dropped, they gotta top that game. Come on, bro. Madden 25 dropped, they gotta top that too. Bro, it's so much stuff dropping. And like, what, that new Wukong game that dropped? That game seems tough. Bro, it's a lot of games they gotta top. Like, come on. This game is gonna be good, bro. This game is gonna be really good. Since they're bringing back old stuff. What did they say? 9,000 new animations or something, bro? Come on. If y'all don't think this game is tough, bro, y'all just got a bad mindset.
Little like quick, I guess kind of quick stop pull up, the Magic crossover into like the jump.
Why is Magic Johnson moving like this? He's not moving like this in the other 2Ks for real. Hey, bro.
On wall.
If I'm finna, I better be moving like this. My bad. Whoops. I better be moving like this.
Crossover to the hoop right here. There's definitely going to be some ways to get open. We just gotta, you know, 20 minutes of labbing the demo game at Community Day is not enough. It's going to take a little while. You see the John Wall snatchback from last year.
Okay.
There's a lot of ways that we're going to figure out to get open, whether you're on a bigger player, a smaller player. You can speed boost.
Bro, I'm not
dribbling is different, 100%. Just like every other year. We got to lab it.
I like this, bro. Like, look how smooth they're behind
up.
the back.
We got to find out
Look at that.
the best SIGs. We're using NBA.
It's like the dribble moves are more tight, and look how fast he stopped right there.
Percent, just like every other year. We gotta lab it up. We gotta find out the best SIGs. We're using.
That's how we need to stop when we shoot in the game. I'm tired of it making me shoot a fadeaway. I'm tired of it making me shoot a fadeaway or like a pull-up midi, bro. Like, that's mad annoying.
NBA players, even a Kyrie Irving, De'Aaron Fox, a Trae Young, they do not have optimized SIGs. They have a couple good SIGs, but they don't have like your My Player where you have, you know, one of the best animations in every category. They might have 1 or 2 or 3 good dribble moves in their package of whatever it is, 10 dribble moves, let's say, while your My Player has 10 good animations. All animations you have are good and give you clean bursts and clean movement. These guys are, you know, they're NBA players. They have their actual SIGs. Some of them are trash. Some of their SIGs are trash. Just a bug almost hit me in the eye. Some of their SIGs are trash every year, right? So let's relax. I think we're going to be fine. Just like at the beginning of 24, it felt stiff, it felt slow. Nobody could figure out how to move cleanly and speed boost. And like I said, people were spamming Magic Johnson crossover for like a month or two. We're gonna figure it out. When it comes to Steezo's gonna go crazy on this game. I was able to like dribble backwards a little bit, and I'm not I'm not Steezo. Steezo's gonna go absolutely insane on this game. Alright, so let's look at the new shot.
Steezo's tough on every game, bruh. No glaze, it's Steezo.
Timing profiles. You have layup time.
Real player percentage. Oh, that's layup timing. That's normal. That's usually what I have.
Timing and shot timing profiles. So for layup time,
it's not real player. It's just like NA or something.
I mean, you have real player percentage, low, normal, and high risk. You still have your shot timing visual cue. At least in the demo version, you couldn't create the custom cue that they had talked about, so you could just choose from the ones from last year, so I put it on push. And then for the shot timing profile, you see it's set to difficulty based, which is basically it just automatically adjusts depending on the difficulty you're playing on, so I don't know how that's going to work with online gameplay, if that's going to be an option, but you still have real player percentage, low, normal, and high risk. And essentially...
So there is real player percentage for shot. Bro, I'm confused with this though. Difficulty based. So like the harder your defender plays or something, like the closer up is like the way your jump shot is, like it changes. I don't like that. I'll probably just do normal risk.
You can read the description. Huh? Hmm?
Ew. Low.
Here, but the higher the risk you go, the more your timing matters. And I'm gonna be honest, unless you have bad Wi-Fi or you're just extremely new to 2K, after testing normal and high risk and all these options, everyone's gonna play on high risk. Like everyone that plays the game and is, I'd say, average to above average, unless you have bad Wi-Fi, you're gonna play on high risk because it gives you more control over whether you green or not. And shooting on high risk, as you're gonna see, even with low 3-point ratings, I was still able to spark. So here's what I was talking about. You see I have it set to high risk reward on your shot timing profile, okay? And I'm using Ja Morant here. The difficulty is on Hall of Fame, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna check out Ja's 3-point rating. It is a 78 3-point rating, and I did go look at his badges after. He has no limitless range, so not even bronze limitless range. He's got a few shooting badges, if I remember correctly, but I just looked to see if he had limitless. It's on Hall of Fame, and like this is using Ja's jump shot base with no jump shot boost. I don't think he had any 3-point hot zones, and I was still able to just green. So in my opinion, if you're not using high risk, high reward, you're gonna be at an extreme disadvantage, especially when you play.
Okay, so high risk is the best one. I gotta remember that. High risk.
Against other good players. Like I said, unless you have bad Wi-Fi or something, you're going to be on that high risk. Now, the next thing I wanted to test was limitless range. It's on Hall of Fame, and I'm shooting from the logo. Steph has Hall of Fame limitless range. So, this year you can get legend limitless range, but no NBA players that we played on had legend badges. So, I wasn't able to test any legend badges. But as you can see, I can shoot from basically the center circle with Hall of Fame limitless. Now, Steph does have a 99.3, but he only has half limitless. So it's going to be interesting to see what that legend limitless is like. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about the new stick shooting. Okay, obviously we've read about it. Now this is it in action. Basically, it gives you two timings. It gives you a feedback on the first initial push of the stick in terms of your timing, and then it gives you a second reading at the bottom that talks about your tempo. Now, if you green both the timing and the tempo, you make it every time from what I saw. If you green one or the other, you make it a decent amount of the time. But as you see in this screenshot, you got the timing and the tempo. And, right here, I got great timing, great tempo. So they're both green. You make the shot every time from what I saw. But the main problem I think is going to come with this is, let's look at the two situations. First of all, catch and shoot. When you're catching and shooting using the stick shooting, it seemed like there was a slight delay. Like there was a little bit of a hitch in terms of how fast you could get the shot off. And maybe I was just doing it wrong because it was the first time playing the game. But even people that I talked to, they kind of said they felt like they could shoot much quicker. Like you could instantly shoot the ball if you shot with the button on catch and shoots. And there was that slight hitch, slight delay using the stick, which obviously is going to lead to your shot getting contested more because you can't get the shot off as quickly. The other situation besides catch and shoot is dribbling. And obviously it's something new, and I was only experimenting with it for a few minutes on this demo version of 2K25, but to go from comboing dribble moves to then shooting with the stick, it felt very awkward, and maybe that's just because it's new. If I had to guess whether people are going to use it or not, I would say majority of people will not use this. Kind of like the shot aiming back in 2K21. I think it was 2K21 if y'all remember that. Yeah. I feel like it's going to kind of be like that. You'll get a few people experimenting with it, but for the most part, people are going to stick with that.
Bro, with shot aiming, people only use that for like, what, post hooks, I'm pretty sure? Like the, it would be like a 99 7-foot paint piece, bro. Just using shot aiming for post hooks. It was literally like nobody used it for real, bro.
Button shooting, especially with the high risk option, I just feel like it was so consistent. Even with that, even with John Morant with the 78 3-ball. Like imagine, you know, my players with much higher ratings, with jump shot boost, with hot zones, lethal zones, etc., etc. Y'all, you guys understand what I'm saying. The one situation I think I could see people potentially using the stick shooting is on fades. Now these clips are from my boy Swag. He was testing it out and he said it felt really good when he was just kind of running to the side and shooting like a mid-range fade. So maybe people will use that. He said he would kind of experiment with it more and consider it. But for someone like me who's typically ISOing, I don't see myself comboing up and creating space and then using the stick to shoot. So experiment with it as you want. I'll probably test it out a little bit more, but I think I'm just going to be shooting with the button on that high risk, high reward. Go-to shots. These are actually pretty cool. How effective will they be? I'm not sure. And did they soup up the green window on these? I don't know, because I was greening reds and yellows on these like crazy. And yes, this is on Hall of Fame. That is a very tight red coverage that we're going to get into shortly. On Hall of Fame difficulty over Michael Jordan, who has straight Hall of Fame defensive badges. Here's another one right here with Kevin Durant, and it's a greened another red contest over Chris Middleton. So the go-to shots, the reason I like them is just because they look really, really nice. Aesthetically, they are very pleasing. They look very like they literally, as a fan of the NBA, they look just like the player movements from real life. Now, some of them are a little slow and they don't create a lot of space. So I don't know how much people will actually use them in
LeBron creates mad space, bro. That's tough.
Like online game.
I don't know if I'm gonna use them a lot though, bro. I think I'm gonna use them a lot.
Gameplay. But the one thing that is good about these, as we read in the courtside report, if you watched that video or read about it yourself, you can, at any moment out of those combinations, you can speed boost out of it. You can also, at any moment, as you, let's say you go tween, behind the back, tween, pop. At any moment in that sequence, you can do a different dribble move. So let's say I go tween, behind the back, tween, and then I want to just do like an escape and run right. I can escape and run right. At any...
Ooh. Wait, that's tough. So you can literally do like a combo move, like just keep dribbling, escape, keep dribbling, escape. Yeah, literally, bro, dribble gods are back. But I might have to become one. If you can't beat them, you gotta join them.
Moment within that whole sequence, and that's like the shot canceling feature that they were talking about, and I was a little skeptical because I was like, well, on past 2Ks, you could shot cancel, like you do a hop jumper, you just don't shoot it, right? You do a hop jumper and then just like run out of it. But it was much smoother, like they said, I will say. So we'll have to experiment with it. I'm sure everyone's gonna find like the one or two good like signature go-to shot that creates a ton of space or allows you to like really hop away and then like combo out of that and get to the basket or whatever. People are always gonna find like the most effective ones and use them online. But from a visual standpoint, they looked really good. And I don't know if they souped up the green windows, like I said, but I was green and contested signature go-to shots a lot. And all the gameplay you see in this video is on Hall of Fame. Off dribble shooting. For those of you that love the mid-range and love the hop jumpers and fades and all that, it felt really good. I'll be honest. Like, I mean, obviously I'm using Kevin Durant and some other really good, high-rated players, but it felt very greenable. Yellows, reds, felt. I think the mid-range is going to be lethal again on this game. Like, it's going to be something people can go to with the front fades, the side fades, the back fades, the hop jumpers, spin shots, all the stuff that all you, like, MIDI-loving players loved about 24. I feel like the mid-range is going to be just as effective on this game. So, yeah, whether you're shooting the signature shots, the hop shots, the fades, the mid-range is definitely going to be back this year, in my opinion. Of course, I'm just playing against the AI, but I think I get a pretty good sense of it from what I tested, and middies are going to be good yet again. Let's get into meter dunking. Now, the first thing you might see, the actual meters, there is no green window that it shows. So in order to determine whether it's a good or a bad dunk attempt, I'm not really sure. It's a bit of guesswork. Did it feel good? Oh, it still felt good. Yup, it still felt real good. I did not green all of them, so it wasn't like super duper easy to the point that you could just be brain dead and do it. All of these are on Hall of Fame. But as I said, there's no green window to tell you if it's like in 24, for example, you'd say, oh, it's a big meter or a small meter. You know, they talked about the dunk meter logic was going to change, and it wasn't just going to be straight up big or straight up tiny. Like, there was going to be in between, but we don't even know if they're, you know, we don't really even know what is considered an in between or what's considered a big meter, small meter. We don't know any of that, because when you go up, regardless of which of the 3 dunk meters you pick, it doesn't show you a green window. And the same is for standing dunks that we're going to get into in a second. So I guess it's going to be a lot of trial and error on what's a good take and what's like super greenable. The one thing I will say is going against,
I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty simple. You time it at the top,
but like,
and it's green.
Jaw dunking on a guard definitely felt a lot easier as I miss one on Dinwiddie. I mean, I show that. The one thing I will say is the opponent, the defender mattered. For example, like trying to dunk on Draymond felt a lot more difficult than trying to dunk on a guard, like a Kyrie Irving or something. Like, it definitely felt like the defender's attributes and badges mattered more than it did on 24, which overall is a good thing. I think that makes sense. But like I said, without being able to see the green window, you really don't know what's a good or a bad take. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. Did it still feel good? Absolutely. Let's get into shot contests. So they took away percentages. And from what I understand, there won't be percentages in the real game either. So there's wide open, I think there's open, and then there's light pressure, which is a yellow contest, and then there's tight,
I like that,
which is a red contest. And then another degree that I saw was very tight, but it was also red colored, so I'm assuming it's just like obviously a heavier contested tight shot, but we don't know like how much more of an effect that has. Now, the bigger question I have is some of these shot contest systems. So I just have 2 examples here because I don't want to go on and on for hours and hours, but check this out. Okay, KD pulls up, it's a light pressure, okay, shooting it over Brook Lopez.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I think I've seen enough. It's 10:16 p.m. and I have school tomorrow. So, sorry to cut this one short, but I think I've seen enough. Let me look through. Yeah, bro, you showed the dunk meter, the dribble moves, shooting, contest. I think I've seen enough. That's basically all I needed. I said a couple things I needed to say. And yeah, that's it for this video. And I will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not too tired, because I have basketball practice too. So, yeah. Peace out. Y'all thought I was frozen? No, I'm just playing.